So basically, well, okay. So I want to do Protty Cave because I think it could be good money and it requires very little gear. And I think it's always important to look at what could be good money per hour from a new player's perspective. I'm not going to do Arsha this time, although I do like to limit test the earlier spots just to see like how much you could really pump it if you like had like the best stuff. I think I'm going to go... I still have a drop event, so I'm going to go... We're going to go no extra drop buffs, so just gonna, because the mob should be one shot with Pen to Valor as much as with my gear, so that shouldn't be a problem. Getting there, you can just get a loyalty boat, as you said, or you can do bartering. It's a bit of an adventure. You could swim, I guess. Although I recommend trying to bring your horse. Cave entrance is here, so this is Protty Cave. I don't have it invested. I don't think it would cost too much to invest here from Velia. Where's the cave entrance? I thought it was right there, but I guess it's not. Oh, it's here. Okay. I think there are dailies you can take too. Yeah. Some dailies here, and blacksmith and general goods. So you can actually sell here too. That's good. That's another good advantage. It looks really nice on remaster. It's one of my favorite looking areas in the game. I wish Sakraya looked like this. I feel like it's a shame that Sakraya doesn't look like this. I think it's the very bottom that I did. Yeah, so I think it's this area here. Look at that though. The mobs look amazing. Anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna test it. So I'll run a level 1 loot scroll. If you are a new player, you can get this, which is 2 fortune lightstones and 2 feather. I don't think it costs that much money, depending on your server, but it gives you 15% drop rate. I won't run that again. I'll keep my drop rate a little bit lower, but I have other advantages such as family fame and ecology that a new player wouldn't have. But so you don't need gear here. You will one-shot them pretty much easily. So I will put like the skill bar on because why not? I guess what I'll run is giants drafts. Beast would be fine. I think special attack's probably good though, but whatever you want to run, it really doesn't matter. But I'll just run that, and I'll let this expire. I don't need that either. So just normal, simple Crom Meal Giants. Villa buff if you can do it. You can get church buffs if you want, but I don't think they're not necessary. The only limiting factor would be your pets. I have really good pets, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. All right, so my drop rate right now is 272, so I should be able to get that up a little bit more. I'll spend the 50 million on the tent buff. This is usually worth it at every single grind spot in the game in the modern BDO era, so it doesn't cost too much, and I don't think you need a pearl tent for it. You can get the free tent to do that. I don't really remember that. They added an extra mechanic to these mobs where like something follows you around or something. Okay, I got a Marnie research box. Let's see if I have that already. I don't remember. Nope, I don't, so. It's like a kind of like side thing that some people do where they like to collect all of them. Kinjara was telling me that he's trying to collect all of the Marnie stones because they give you a title. Don't really know if I loop. Oh, yeah, I think I used to loop up at the top, so we'll do that. I mean, Marnie would actually be better because if you did Marnie here, you get like faster respawns, no? So if you were like a Suck Circa or something, you'd be zooming through here. Does look like they're slightly awkwardly spread for rangers. So maybe this would be a succession ranger angle, because it's not like you need damage. So you just need AoE, and succession brings lots of AoE and early game damage. I'll do it with awakening, but yeah, I think I would, if I were to do it again, I'd do it with succession. Just spam descending current. And ultimate blasting gust. And then if you still need more, you can do more, but... So my drop rate is 320%. That's still really high. I guess it would be 370% on Arsha. But we do have an event running, so... I don't actually think you need giga pets unless you're like a sucksucker or something. Running around at 1,000,000 miles per hour, killing all the mobs at once. It's kind of hard to do like these grinding tests though when we constantly keep having these drop events. Because you either have to wait to get a realistic sense of like lack of 50%, but... Sub Octopus. Man, I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to go swap Succession quickly. It's fine on Awakening, but like... They're a little bit awkward. They're kind of like Centaurs in terms of the spread, where it's just a little bit too much for Awakening's abilities. What are the best two Evasion Lightstone combinations? Untouchable or Blur? I did get that parasitic thing proc up, but I don't even know what it does. That's Blur, but it's not necessarily the best. It would depend on lots of factors, whether you run Untouchable or Blur. Fragment of the Deep Sea. That pack in particular is almost like developers designed it just to fuck with rangers. Nothing significant dropped yet. No Essence, obviously no Tungrad Ring, and no Atanas, which are the things we're really trying. A Rainbow Coral Ring, though. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you get grabbed, there's an Abyssal Essence. If you get grabbed, you still kind of want Spectre's Energy. Okay. If you get grabbed, you still kind of want the Resist. I mean, Resistances shouldn't be in the game, but as they are in the game, you know, in terms of abusing a stat like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, right now, like, Abyssal Essences are good value because Tungrat are good value. So, or sorry, Frenzies are good value. So, damn, that rubber banding. Obviously, an alternative is Sakraya Upper. You could technically be farming the Merchant Ring, which would be really funny to get as a new player. Because, you know, you'd be a long way off completing it, but you'd also have one of the harder pieces because of the way Sakraya is. But I think that, like, the fact that you can farm an infinite potion grinding here, you know, makes it an attractive option. Does this give drop rate? Yep. So that it's like normal Sakraya. You can get 10% drop rate eventually just by killing mobs. Definitely less Abyssal Essences than Sakraya Abyssal, but that's not exactly like that surprising. Hey, Rio, thanks, man. Imagine if they'd done Sakraya lower like this. And instead of, like, all the bleached coral, it was, like, actually like this. Sakraya Abyssal is so, like, beige and... oh, I hate it. Anyway, Rio, thank you so much for 5 months, man. I appreciate that support. Thank you. Not actually sure if the other rotations are better. I just always did this one. I could have done a practice loop around the other ones, I guess. Do I kill it? Gets 57 extra trash. 37 extra trash. Okay, I think I'm probably supposed to be doing that mechanic, but whatever. Okay, there's our first Adonis element. That's what we want to keep an eye on. Oops. Ah, there's a quest here. Might as well take that. 100 Hunter Seals. AU, man. What the hell? I think actually with the Jatina making like Black Star weapons really hard to get, might be worth looking into activities again that give hunter seals in large numbers. 3 hunter seals per weapon black zone. Why am I on Protties? Secret songs. No. I'm here because I wanted to check how much money it is per hour for a new player perspective. So I'll upload this on YouTube with the results. I just did 2 hours of Decky Olins, which of course contrasts a little bit with a grind spot like this, but I did an hour of Cadres recently as well to test that. See how it went. I'll probably redo Crescents as well. Crescents is a bit rough because of the trash being so heavy. Maybe I'll do Gahaz. I don't think Gahaz actually drops a Tanis elements though. Oh, maybe it does actually. I need to check its drop table. Definitely I should have done Succession though. For this spot specifically. Hopefully... Oh, I need to pop a new frenzy. Hopefully we see a tongue grad ring. Not sure what the average would be for this spot, though. I actually need to redo Sakraya Abyssal, which is pretty miserable on both Ranger specs, but... I am curious to see... Now that you can't drop red and black shards, what the tongue grad rate looks like. Your cooldown slots should save after you do them if you save your skill preset. They should save with your skill preset. You redid them. You saved your skill preset. Swapped to another preset, and then swapped back, and it removed them. What's up, Darky? Any debos? We got 3 debos, and I made a Tet Debo earring. So now it is time to go for the necklace, and the Dawn earring is just going to have to wait. It really shouldn't happen, Riofrax, if you did it, as I said. Wait, hang on. So the problem is Succession isn't saving, but Awakening is? But you also have you also have layered all these out how you want them in succession and then saved, right? Your succession presets differently. Really don't know if I'm supposed to destroy that or what I'm supposed to do with it. I don't know. That really shouldn't happen. Like, when you save a skill preset having already done the UI, it should reload it. Hey, Alsense. It's just running a test for new players. I got 3 debos in 2 hours from Dekia Olens. And I made a Tet Deboreka from the duo that I had. Which now means, because that's way ahead of schedule, I now have to go for Pen Deboreka necklace over Pen Dawnering, and the Dawnering will have to wait now. But hopefully all the pen fails on Pen Dawnering that I got was building up to a one-tap of... a one-tap of the Pen Deboreka necklace, but we'll have to see. Hey, Xeno. We'll see how it goes. I don't really know, obviously, until we get there. And I might actually just buy a Tet Deboreka from somebody rather than try to make it myself. Okay, so I am overweight within 20 minutes, which means a new player will be overweight much quicker than that. So you definitely need to find a spot for your horse, I think. So yeah, today has been a very, very productive day. I really like Dekia Olens too, so that's good. Don't think I'm ever gonna grind it during nighttime, but it's really nice. So we need to try Ash Forest as well. Think I'm leaning towards not doing Dekia Ash Forest. Obviously I can do it, but I think the extra stress and risk doesn't like isn't an you know, I don't know, like isn't really worth it for the increased rate of Deboreka necklaces. I just like it is more, but it's like I don't think it's enough more that I'm like of a mood that I'm willing to like. I don't want to like sweat over grinding, you know. It's just circles, you know. I'll save that for the Calamity 8, 9, and 10 bosses. Hopefully. I wish we got a Dekia Protty cave, man. This grind spot is so good looking. Oh, I got another thing I'm doing as well, another quest. Do you get sealed? It doesn't look like you get sealed crystals here, so maybe I can accept that without diluting. Yeah, I can accept that without diluting the pool. Mythical Doom, grats, random person. This Kaizo guy is absolutely pumping these Dawn Earrings out, man. I feel like he needs to send me a personal thank you letter for getting the drop rate. What's your recommendation for a 287 353 Archer? Not currently doing Star's End, not Pillar. Not very happy with it. I like item drops, but not trash. You want somewhere where you can proc good loot, but not worry about getting, or not have consistent trash money. With your gear, there isn't really like many spots like Star's End. I mean, Gyfin has rare drops, and you probably could do it, but it is more about trash money. I mean, you get Tungrads and stuff, I guess, but they're not exactly worth loads of money. No, he doesn't really have the gear for any Dekia spot. Lower Sakraya has Tungrad rings, but even they're not. They're worth money, but they're not worth distortionary money. I mean, you could grab a friend and do Abandoned Monastery and get Dawn Earrings that way. You could also, I mean, it's not great, but you could grind Elvia Calphion and just try to hope you get the Vel upgrade item, I guess. I don't. Not that that's worth that much money these days, to be honest with you. Even that's like, yeah. I mean, you're gonna love probably like Darkseeker's Retreat in the Highlands because you get, you know, the chance for the artifact or the flame. That's worth big money. I guess you could do Jade for the flame. Plus, you can get like iridescent light stones. I think they're still worth good money. Where's Lightstones? Here we go. Yeah, I mean, they're still worth 400 plus million on EU, so on NA, they're probably even more than that. But yeah, you could grind Jay's Starlight Forest then. Because the flame will be worth 2 billion, or should be worth 2 billion. Your gear is actually enough to do Ash Forest. Normal Ash Forest. I'm not saying you're going to be the most efficient person ever, but you could do it. Jade is really good on level 2 loot scroll and Agris, just FYI though, because there is a big component to the trash there. I mean, obviously you can grind it however you want. If you don't want to grind it with Agris and stuff, you can still go for the rare drops we talked about, but... Kratuga is really bad money. The only rare drop there that's worth anything is the Merchant Ring. Is it Iridescent is 700 million on NA? You guys really need to start grinding, man. Yeah, so then Jade is a good option, I think, for you. Like I said, Abandoned Monastery as well. You could go for Dawn Earrings from Abandoned Monastery. That's also still viable. I don't know if you're supposed to kill that or let it infect something, but then you have to wait around. I don't know. No problem, man. Good luck. You're gonna really like end game spots when you do have enough gear, though, because it's just Deboreka grinding or flame / artifact grinding. Seems really up your alley. Yeah, you get a lot of stats from crystals. Man, there's even more daily quests here, or general quests. Caphras bundle. At least these count as my Rulapy. Big up. You'd like to be done with Blood Wolves already. I mean, it's big money, though. Like, the Cactanax are huge. What's up, Hedon? Well, I got a Deboreka earring today, so I have 2 Tet Deboreka earrings, so now I have to go for the Deboreka necklace to get the 3 set. Originally, that was not going to come until after I got a pen Dawn earring, but that Dawn earring doesn't want to succeed, and I got the Debo ahead of schedule, so... Change of plan. I'm hoping all the sort of not so awesome enhancing RNG when it comes to clicking pen accessories will go all towards the Debo, and I for sure will one-tap it. Yeah, it's funny though, Hedon, because Sucksork is absolutely a menace. Our top fraggers in Orc are always Sucksorks out fragging AU on his Suck Ranger. Out fragging the archers. Unless we have infinite. Sometimes he can do it, but crazy. Yeah, definitely very skilled. Well, Awakening Ranger has that same issue. Obviously, everything is faster than you, so everything can just run away. God tier 1v1 class, by the way. Can't deal with a range class and can't deal with classes that just choose not to fight. Yeah. Everything is so fast now in the game. Everything. Well, not everything, obviously, as we're complaining about, but so much, especially all the new classes, but even like older classes got movement buffs and, you know. I mean, they gave like Awakening Valkyrie, Hastidium or whatever, and it's like, why? Why does a class with a massive shield and lance need to, like, run at quadruple the speed I can while, like... Yeah, I don't get into it, but yeah. Frustration for sure. Yeah, maybe that's what it is actually. The classes aren't really just fast, I just can't see them anymore because I'm old. Keaton, I've got an economic proposition for you. How about you edit videos for me so we can split the $5 I'd make from the video? That's a solid $2.50 each. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, the problem isn't the editing. I mean, obviously, like, I'd love to have someone good at editing, but it's not the editing. It's the quantity of editing, not the quality. I just don't upload enough. And when I don't upload enough videos, like, YouTube's like, yeah, we're just not going to push your videos out. But also, the algorithm is really frustrating. Like, I work hard on a video, like, or, like, harder, like, requires editing, scripting, the rest of it. And then, like, it just, you know, YouTube won't push it out to people. And then I'll just do, like, a random video that literally, like, is a stream highlight or VOD or something. Like, I did the same thing I'm doing here, but I did it for Kadri's. For no reason whatsoever, that video has clearly been picked up by the algorithm. For no reason. But if you want to be successful on YouTube, you just need to pump out content, and I just can't do that. I mean, my videos have always done well. The guides and stuff that I have put work into, those guides, like the Ranger guides, they've always done well. But in terms of, like, consistency, it's just, I just can't do it. Why can't I do it? Because, there's not, like, enough stuff I can just blanketly upload from, like, my stream. Like, there's only so much circles that, like, make sense to upload. In my view, anyway. And, in terms of, like, edited content, that shit takes me a long time, man. That's why a channel like Pisanity makes sense, because you don't have to do any real editing. I'm not shitting on him, by the way. It's fine, whatever. But, like, you don't have to do any editing. You don't have to create the content. You can just take the best of other people's content. I mean, it you know. So, FJ. I don't think that people watches them 1 hour ground videos. They get views, though. I mean, like, to be fair, I think most people probably skip to see how much money I made, which is totally fine. And some people might watch them because they put them alongside their own grinding. So I do think some people do probably watch them fully, but most people don't watch any video. It doesn't matter if it's a grind video or if it's the most exciting thing you could possibly upload. Some people are like, yeah, this is 20 seconds in, I'm just going to click off of it because I have a short attention span. That's why YouTube Shorts exists. By the way, shout out to anyone still watching this from YouTube. Anyway. But yeah, I think people do watch it, but not loads of people, obviously. But you're always going to have people that just don't watch a video, even if it's the best thing ever. I mean, I'll never understand why some people actually find the need to dislike things. Like, that it's free. That there's nothing to dislike about it. They're just like, ah, yeah, I'm just going to hit the dislike button here. It's like, why? Make 1 billion shorts. Shorts make zero money. Like, zero money. It's not about the grinding as much. I think people just like to have, like, that coziness of feeling like, you know, because BDO is often very solo, so I think that, you know. I always dislike sort guides that were inaccurate. That's fair enough if something is deliberately inaccurate, but, like, I've made stuff that is completely accurate, very well made, and someone's disliked it, and you're just like, who are you to, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, Even like people I'm like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that person. I don't go to their videos just to dislike their shit. That's so weird to me. It's a weird thing to do. I don't know. If it's for no reason. If there's a good reason, like, you know, it's like Cade Games or whatever, you know. I'll like your videos. Well, I hope you do because it helps my algorithm, I think. But thank you. Like, one of my ranger guys probably does, you know, relatively well, but the amount of time it takes to make it would still be like, you know, if it takes me like 60 hours to complete a full 40-minute guide video, you know, and at best you may be looking at $200 from a video like that, if it does well enough. It's not exactly economically sound, is it? So when I could just stream. I probably make more money now off of Twitch ads. I'm not that I'm making loads, but I'm, you know, from YouTube ads, I think. I did an editing stream from my Golden Pig video, and it's a short video, and I thought it was pretty good. It's not as good as my Sangoon one, but it's still okay, and it does its job, and, you know, has all the relevant information, and it's edited, it's scripted, you know, so all the effort is there, and I even edited some of that on stream. And it has like a couple hundred views, which is really low for my channel. Although, again, it's coming at a time when I haven't been uploading much, so it just, again, YouTube just shits on your algorithm. It does. Although, for recently I've been, like, on my homepage, I keep getting pushed, like, videos from, like, channels with, like, 200 subscribers, and the video has, like, 60 views or something. Like random gaming videos and stuff, which I don't know where that's coming from, but don't know why my Golden Pig video didn't. Like, I'd rather that do better than like for example, like, obviously right now all the videos are not doing awesome because, again, as I said, you stop uploading, you get punished by YouTube hard. But yeah, so the Golden Pig video, 458 views. Random grind video above it, 1,400. That's still low, but then the Kadru video, for some reason, 3,600. Then I did a Dekia Olins video the day after that one, 519. They're only a day apart, and one has 6 times the views. Why? How many people are interested in those boss videos? Okay, well, the Sangoon one. The Sangoon one has almost 4,000 views, which is, you know, not like a super high video for me, but that's still way better than 400. Do you see what I mean? Like, they're the same type of video. Sangoon is a useful boss. I mean, I posted that one on Reddit, and maybe some people saw it from there, but I don't really think that would have made a massive difference because it's not like loads, thousands and thousands. That's not what it is, anyway. It's not because Sangoon is a useful boss. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
They opened the gate, those fools.
Oh my god, Raphalos, thank you. The man, the myth. Hey, there he is. Yes, congrats on Telescope. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you. We got there. We got there. Thank you so much. You guys, if you don't know Raphalos, one of the nicest guys on EU. Give him a follow if you haven't somehow already. Thank you so much. Oh, I need to pop another giant.
I fucking hate them.
Thanks for the follow. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. This spot is so beautiful, man. Imagine if we had, like, Sakurai underwater was like this instead of, like, bleached coral beige ugliness, man. So sad. So sad. That's what they took from us. I always think, too, like, BDO would really benefit from, like, giving Camasylvia at nighttime bioluminescence. So, like, the whole Camasylvia was lit up by the life. You know, it's supposed to be an enchanted forest, you know. But this is so nice, man. Imagine if it was like this, but yeah. Sadly, it is not. Oh, I don't know, dude. I quickly realized that Awakening Ranger's AoE is too small for how these mobs are spread out. And I should have gone Succession for this, but... I'm only doing it as like a loose test to see how much money per hour I would get here, and then we'd have to, like, obviously subtract a good portion of that for newer players because of drop rate differences. You can just hold WF here. Yeah, it doesn't quite work that way, but yeah. If you do that, you're, like, not hitting as many mobs, so it makes more work. I mean, it has a Marnie, right? Marnie has really big spawn rates, so... Well, we have 10 minutes left. Doesn't look like we're going to get a tongue gratter ring anyway. It's kind of funny to go from, like, doing 2 hours of Dekia Olins and then coming to kill some Paddocks mobs. Where's my DM? But yes, anyway, thank you for the grats on the telescope, by the way. I appreciate that. That was a Herculean effort. That's the hardest grind I've ever done, is that telescope with City of the Dead for a variety of reasons. That's true, USB. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I was getting incredibly unlucky, because that's definitely what you meant. Wow. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. I actually need to eat the next hour, maybe. Man's gonna go to the gym. Yeah, you know, I was just kind of chilling. Like, all last year, I was like, yeah, I'm getting married next year, you know, in October and everything. And then it sort of, like, dawned on me that it's almost March and I'm getting married in October. So I'm like, I'm a fat fuck. Time to do something. Also, I think it'll be good for the mental health, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you definitely know what I'm saying because you stream, so. Yeah. Anyway, enjoy your food, man.
I hate Rangers! I fucking hate them!
That's Trick. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Trying to fit in. I don't... well, I wouldn't wear a tuxedo to a wedding personally, but... no, I actually don't have the suit I'm going to wear. I'm going to buy it, but I want to, you know... make sure I'm toned up and everything before I pick out something to wear. Yes. I'm watching videos on YouTube trying to understand Ranger Awakening is really useful. Well, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, YouTube buries my videos. Yeah, I have a couple different videos which will have a couple different outfits. If it's a more recent video, it's probably Tebek, the Korean outfit from the Land of the Morning Light. Right now I have this one on, but where the hell is it? Did they remove it from the store? Okay, I don't know if I'm blind. Maybe they removed it. This video? Okay, let me take a quick look. If it wants to load, Awakening, yeah, this is going to be Tebek. Oh, no, that's Lemuria. Sorry, early game PvE, yeah, so that's just before I swapped to using Tebek. That is Lemuria. It is a free outfit you get for completing the Camisylvia questline. What am I doing here? I am checking to see how much money it is. Sometimes I'll check some of the earlier spots and upload them to the YouTubes so that people have a reference for sort of the higher output for these grind spots. If you're a new player, obviously you're not going to make quite as much because of drop rate differences, but at least you get some kind of vague idea what these spots would be capable of. Yeah, it's free. It's Lemuria. It's if you do the Camisylvia main questline, you get it as an outfit box. Mine has obviously died, but yeah. The helmet in that is Oblivion, though, so that is a paid outfit. So the helmet is from the Oblivion Winter set. So the helmet there is, if it's on the market. Dude, Oblivion was just on the market. How do they keep doing this to me? Okay, well, I guess they took it off the market again. But that's what the helmet is from the Oblivion set. Oh, it was there? Okay, well, yeah, there you go. So you can have a look at that. How is Ranger in endgame? Awakening Ranger is very effective at endgame PvE. So we're talking like Ulakita, Tungrad Ruins, Darkseeker's Retreat, and Legs. And then also many of the deckiest spots, such as Cyclops, Olens, Ash Forest. I don't really count Dekia Akhman in history because they're shit. I don't think she's that great at those two. I mean, she's fine, but like not that great. Fine at Crypt, I think, as well. For PvE, is it better evasion or DR? Evasion is terrible. Always, always go DR for PvE. I mean, evasion is fine until you hit endgame, but that's when it actually matters. It wouldn't matter whether you have evasion or DR early game. DR is easier to build. It's always best in slot for PvE these days. Yeah, always DR. In fact, just to prove the point, I have tri-evasion shoes, tri-evasion gloves, and I have backup DR both that I wear in PvE. Well, they did a couple spots in Ulakita, made them more relevant to wear evasion, but it's still worse than DR, and you still have the deckiest spots, which never miss. So, if you have evasion gear, you have significantly less DR than a DR player, and it doesn't give you any advantage because the deckiest spots can't miss. So, do you need evasion for PvP? No. So, as an Awakening Ranger, you could run evasion like I do. I've always ran evasion on an Awakening Ranger. It only recently became actually kind of meta to run evasion as an endgame Awakening player. That being said, first off, you need significant, and I mean significant gear to make evasion work. And this is true of any class. It's not just a Ranger thing. You need a lot of gear to make evasion work, and you need the right gear. Again, DR is always useful. Evasion is only useful if you actually can evade. To be able to do that, you need a lot of gear in uncapped, because evasion doesn't do anything for you in capped PvP, right? Because, well, unless you have an evasion passive, which isn't gear related. So capped PvP, you're never going to use evasion anyway. It doesn't matter what you have. In uncapped PvP, you obviously need a lot of gear, and you need a lot of evasion, and you're just not going to have that for a really long time. How's the drop rate here on rings? Well, I didn't get one with very high drop rate. That being said, I'm on a slow class. For this kind of grind. If I were to do this again, I would at least try with Succession, but realistically, you need something like a Suckzerker. Or anything. I mean, there's so many classes that would do this better. Awakening Ranger, sadly, just doesn't have the mobility and AoE for these mobs. So I should have really done this with Succession, so I would have at least had the AoE, even if I didn't have the mobility, but that's okay. Unironically, I think even with the drop rate bonuses I had, a Timmy with like seasonal gear on the right class would probably make more money than I just have this hour. It's just how it goes sometimes. I was really slack too. I tabbed out a lot to type in Discord and stuff. So. It's so beautiful though, man. This grind spot is so nice. Take all the screenshots of your characters with the coral. Okay. Let's have a look at Protty Cave then.
I hate Rangers. I fucking hate
Let
them.
me just put all of the trash in one spot so I don't have to think about it. It's there randomly. Who dat? Ooh, I don't know how to say that name, but thank you for the follow. I don't want to butcher your name.
I hate Rangers. I fucking hate them.
Ah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Can I see your add-ons? Yes. Your add-ons should probably change a little bit depending on where you're grinding and how you're grinding and the gear you have. But yes, I'll show you what I have. 46. I'm not good on Blackstone, so you definitely want to come here if you're doing Jatina. 2 8s. So we only got 3 Atanas. Oof, that's rough. No Tungrad rings. That's pretty brutal too. Now this should be where the most of the money comes from. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, so I mean my RNG isn't great and the speed could be a lot faster with the right class, but for time being would not recommend. Oh no, I got 2. I got one of those too, so I'm gonna throw it on there. Yeah. Not really good enough. I mean, even if you did get a Tungrad ring, that's still not good enough. That's with really high drop rate. Yes, again, wrong class, and that does matter a lot, but still. Oh, well. At least now we know. It's poo-poo. So if you want Atanas elements so far, I think Kadri's winning. This is why I did it Kadri's, although I wasn't Arsha, so I'd even